me, Jack, about a potential and very serious threat to Jabot.
I've stolen Kane's AI program. I want to make a deal with you. Are you interested?
Young and the Restless 2-week spoilers for January 12 to 23, 2026 anticipate Jack Abbott, Peter Bergman, panicking, and Kane Ashby, Billy Flynn, is laughing at what is going on. Victor Newman rejects Jack Abbott's deal and kicks the family out. Monday, January 12, we've got Jack Abbott trying to get Victor Newman, Eric Braeden, to swap Matt Clark, Roger Howarth, for the AI, but Victor is distracted by an urgent text and he steps out. Matt then tries to offer Kyle Abbott, Michael Mealer, a deal to let him go while Nikki Newman, Melody Thomas Scott, is cursing Matt, who says she's boring him. He taunts Nikki and Jack and says they're still hot for each other. Jack loses it and has his security people drag Matt back out. Then he presses Adam Newman, Mark Grossman, on getting Victor to take the deal, but Adam is in a mood. He's totally being Victor Jr. and blames the Abbotts for ruining their own company. Then Kyle claps back about what a bad fatherly example Adam is for Connor Newman, Judah Mackey. Of course, Adam's really ticked at that slam, but he's not wrong. Kyle asks Nikki how she's okay that Victor's destroying Harrison Locke's, Redding Munsell, legacy, her great-grandson, knowing that the kid will inherit Jabot one day. Nikki is offended, but Kyle is spitting facts. I can't disagree. Jack also wants to know why Nikki won't just do the right thing and make Victor stop. The bottom line is she can't make Victor stop. Jack and Kyle threaten to let Matt go if Victor doesn't give up the AI, and Nikki is shocked that they would do this. Adam doesn't believe they will, but Jack's playing hardball. Victor comes back in and tells Jack, "You can keep Matt. That guy's your problem now." Victor then kicks them all out of the new ranch. Jack and Kyle are, of course, stunned that Victor turned down the chance to get Matt, but Victor makes sure to send people to tail Jack's security detail that has Matt, so he may know where they're storing him. Once they get home, Jack checks and sees that Jabot is fine. No attacks. Victor's text wasn't ordering something against them when he left the room abruptly. Phyllis Summers and Kane Ashby plot against Newman Enterprises. Billy Abbott, Jason Thompson, and Sally Spectra, Courtney Hope, run into Phyllis Summers, Michelle Stafford, and Kane at the GCAC, and Billy wants to know what Phyllis and Kane are up to because they look pretty cozy. Phyllis taunts Sally and Billy for AbbottCom doing nothing after that launch party. Billy asks again what Phyllis and Kane are plotting. Phyllis starts insulting Billy while hyping up all of Kane's accomplishments. Billy reminds Phyllis that Kane keeps doing her wrong, but Phyllis claps back that Billy's the one who always lets her down. She tells Sally it's going to happen to her, too. Kane's enjoying the fight and tells Billy, "Oh well, you provoked Phyllis," and they leave. Then Sally asks why Billy enjoyed fighting with Phyllis so much. Billy says he overheard Kane and Phyllis and they are targeting Newman Enterprises. Sally wants to know if Billy wishes he was the one coming after Victor. But Billy claims he's just glad it's happening. He doesn't care that it's not him. But then at home, he calls Jack to tell them about Kane and Phyllis going after Newman. They're wondering if Kane had a copy of the AI, and Sally eavesdrops as Billy tells Jack he really wishes it was him destroying Victor. Phyllis asks Kane when he's going to attack Newman and he says he already did it. He did it while she was fighting with Billy. This turns Phyllis on and the two of them go back to the Kane train and they hit the sheets. He's back to being Dumas and Phyllis loves it. Meanwhile, Victor sits the family down and tells them the AI has turned on them and is gutting Newman Enterprises, and they need to find a way to stop it. I'm guessing he's going to get mad when they blame him because guess what? It is his fault 100%. Diane's ultimatum and Victor confronts Kane. Tuesday, January 13th, we've got Diane Jenkins, Susan Walters, asking Jack if Victor took the deal. But Jack says things took a turn and they still have Matt Clark. Then obviously Jack's going to have to tell Diane about Phyllis and Kane and what Billy overheard and that they're targeting Newman Enterprises. Diane's had enough. She's going to hit Jack with an ultimatum, and I'm guessing it's about him continuing to give Nikki the benefit of the doubt. We'll see if Diane tells her hubby that Jack should let Matt loose to wreak havoc on them at the same time that Phyllis and Kane are targeting them, because that'll distract them more on Young and the Restless. Young and Restless spoilers. The Newman Scramble. Adam and Victoria Newman, Amelia Heinley, are on damage control at Newman Enterprises. Nick Newman's, Joshua Morrow, out of commission. He's in a lot of pain, so he's going to be frustrated. He can't help with the Matt or the AI situations. Victor shows up at the Kane train to corner and confront Dan, but I think he is going to push back really hard. I mean, Victor used the AI on Arabesque and on Matt's company, so it's not like he can go to the cops, and it's karma on Victor. Bottom line, I'm sure he's going to try and strong-arm and threaten Kane with no results. Tessa files for divorce while Nick spirals. On Wednesday, January 14th, Phyllis feels totally justified, and I'm sure it's about them turning the AI around on Newman. Victor's done a lot of bad things to Phyllis, and he just screwed her over on the deal with Jabbo because he was going against Arabesque and not doing what they agreed to. So, eye for an eye, and Victor's about to be blind. Phyllis gets in Victor's face and tells him Newman Enterprises belongs to her and Kane, and there's not a thing Victor or anybody else can do about it. I'm sure he's going to make threats back at Phyllis, but she's on fire, and they do have the upper hand. Nick keeps something hidden from Sharon Newman, Sharon Case, and I think it's about the level of his pain after that leg surgery. Sally drags the truth out of Billy on Wednesday that, yeah, he still wants revenge on Victor, and Billy really wishes he was doing what Phyllis and Kane were doing or is at least part of their takedown plan. On Thursday, January 15th, Nick decides he needs to handle things on his own, maybe about his pain, maybe about Matt. Sharon supports Tessa Porter, Kate Fairbanks, as she makes the tough decision to go ahead and file for divorce. She's telling Sharon it's just too hard to keep going and admits that she just can't do this. I do wonder if Tessa is going to tell her about Daniel Romalotti, Michael Graziardi. Victor and Nikki argue about family. Of course, she's wasting her breath. Victor will never, ever listen to Nikki. Noah's shocking discovery and the Newman family crisis. On Friday, January 16th, Diane's pumping Michael Baldwin, Christian Jules LeBlanc, for info on Victor and Newman Enterprises. Of course, Diane wants to hear how bad things are. She wants the scoop on what's going on with the AI and with Phyllis and Kane coming for them. Noah Newman, Lucas Adams, discovers something about Matt that shocks him. I wonder if it's going to be that Victor had Matt right there and let him go because of his Jack vendetta. Noah may throw a fit, and Victor is not going to like it. Young and Restless spoilers. Victor scrambles. The week of January 19th through the 23rd, Victor is scrambling to save Newman. I think everybody except Adam may say, "I told you so," which will further enrage Victor. Claire Grace Newman, Haley Erin, may circle back around to Genoa City 4.